You say you went to college. What college you went to?
I went to SIU in Carbondale.
Okay.
Yeah.
I done interviewed a lot of people that went to SIU Carbondale. And I got a quick SIU Carbondale story myself.
Word.
I wanted to go there and get in. You feel me? But my cousin down there, all my guys got in the SIU, so that's where they went.
Right.
So we take my cousin down there so he gets settled in and everything. And we go to their gym, we get to hooping, bro.
Yeah.
These white boys ran us, bro. Yeah. We didn't score, bro.
But y'all was in the wreck?
Yeah, we didn't score a point, bro. They completely demolished us, bro. And we ain't get a chance to run it back or nothing. We ain't get back on the court, nothing, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Game over.
They had some white boys out there that'll get down for sure.
Bro, they ran us, bro. I couldn't believe it. And then we ain't even get a chance to run it back, bro. Like the fuck is going on out here?
They one and done up in there. I mean, less motherfucker at the gym to themselves, like, you know, because everybody's a million and one necks up in there, you know what I'm saying? Bro. So, you know, it get real in that wreck, man. You know, I for sure play intramurals and stuff down there, you know, so I know what that wreck life like for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Tragic, bro. Tragic.
No doubt.
Never got done like that before, man. So
it happens, you know. I went to Springfield, got did the same way. They weren't white boys, but I sure wasn't expecting to go to Springfield get bust.
Man, you know they say the white boys be shooting, but you ain't never experienced it. Them boys was fucking shooting, bro.
Yeah, man.
So what you go to SIU for? What was your major?
I went for mass communication, radio and television production.
Okay.
And minored in theater, like theatrical production, you know what I'm saying? So stage design and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying?
What made you want to do that?
Man, for real, I didn't even want to go to college, for real. My initial plan was to just like find a trade or something that I could, you know, get some money off of. And my first thought was like being a barber, like going to barber school or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I had friends, you know what I'm saying, in high school who was applying to colleges and shit like that, like, you know, putting in the different apps and, you know, niggas applying for Howard and U of I and like these big out-of-state schools, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here like, man, I just want to cut hair, I want to be a barber, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, and really, not even just cut hair, because I don't want to demean like a barber's profession, but I just wanted to get some bread and something that I was slightly interested in. Like, I used to cut my own hair and line the guys up in high school, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, that's something decent. I want to DJ and stuff too, I want to do a bunch of stuff, but I didn't see college being a way to do any of that, be an entertainer, a DJ, or cutting hair. Like, to me, college was for, like, when you got to go to work, you know what I'm saying? Like, real life, like, business and, like, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So, once I seen, like, a bunch of my friends applying, getting into these schools and stuff, I'm like, maybe it ain't such a bad idea to at least try, you feel me? And then I had a dean in high school that went to SIU. He played football. And it was this girl that I was cool with, and that was her dean too. So she used to be going to see him about her college applications. And I just used to be fucking around in the hallways, just bullshitting, not going to class. So I would be going in there with her. This is our last year in high school, so I ain't really, doing much. And he used to be seeing me come in there like 2-3 times. He's like, man, what you doing? Like, you coming in here, like, what you got going on, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then that's when he convinced me to put in an application to SIU, because he had, like, vouchers for the fee. You have to pay to apply, so he gave me, like, a voucher. And I ended up getting in, shit, and when everybody else was like, all right, I'm going away to Texas, and I'm going to Delaware, I'm going to Florida, I'm going to Virginia, I'm like, fuck it, I'm finna go too, you know what I'm saying? And shit, I ended up going thinking, like, I'm probably ain't gonna finish, I'm probably gonna go 1 year, be fucking around, kicked off partying, you know what I'm saying? I ended up graduating, you know what I'm saying? And the production programs that I was, taking classes and stuff for to graduate, that's what got me into, like, making beats and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Well, really deeply into making beats, you know what I'm saying?
So you wasn't making beats at all before that?
I was, but they was trash, though. Okay. Like, they was, like, my cousin, like, they had Fruity Loops on the computer, you know what I'm saying, back at the trap. So I'm like, all right, when they'll be gone, I'll be, playing around with it or whatever. But it wasn't nothing worthy to could say like I'm a producer or I make beats or nothing like that, you know. But once I started seeing how similar music production programs was to film production, Final Cut and stuff like that, I'm like, oh damn, this. So I could cut a sound and just make it loop back and forth. I'm like, you could do the same thing in it, you know what I'm saying? And then I had my boy Monty P, who kind of just was the glue to all that, just really telling me the real functions of it. And yeah, I just got cold, probably like 2010, you know what I'm saying? So that's when I really got really good, you know what I'm saying?
So what came first, the beat making or the rapping?
Oh, the raps, definitely. Yeah, I've been writing raps since I was like a little shorty. Like, before I ever got involved in anything adult, street, or anything like that, I was writing little, like, raps. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just little poems, you know. I was a writer growing up. Like, my OG used to tell me, like, I used to just write little anything, short stories, you feel me? I don't know, paragraphs, like, make-believe stories. And I was a little kid, like, that's something I used to do a lot, you know what I'm saying? And it just translated over to, you know, I like rap music, so I'm finna try to write some raps myself, shit, you feel me? Like, so, it was definitely the rap first, though, you know what I'm saying?
All right, so you get cold at the beats, right?
Yeah.
At what point do you say, I'm not giving nobody these fucking beats, because they cold, I'm gonna keep them for myself, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I mean, initially, that was my goal, because, like, I'd be, like, it was certain beats, like, that was my whole reason for, like, wanting to make my own beats, because it would be beats that I hear, and I was like, man, like industry beats or just beats from other, you know, artists music that I heard, and I'd be like, man, I want something like this, but it's so hard trying to find exactly what you want, you know what I'm saying? It's so hard trying to find this sound that you really looking for, and when you do find it, it's probably from an inaccessible producer, or they want a whole bunch of money, or it ain't your beat, it's like a YouTube stuff you took off YouTube. It's like, no, I gotta figure out how to make this shit. Like, how do I, like, make it so that it ain't no way I don't have this sound available to me, you know what I'm saying? And ultimately what ended up being that way was me, you know, just learning different production styles and how to make them type of beats on my own, you know what I'm saying? So I just, you know, just had to just do it, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I knew that upon me making beats for myself, over time will come, you know, me making beats for other artists. Like, I got to a point like, all right, okay, I think I'm decent enough of a producer that I wrote my own songs to. Now I can start sending beats to other niggas and shit like that. And some liked it, some didn't, you know what I'm saying? Some told me I need to do a little more work, get better. Some thought that was the best shit they ever heard, you know what I'm saying? But that's continuous throughout your career anyway, so, you know, yeah, man.
Now, like, explain your process of making a beat, right? Because you got to start from somewhere.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming once you get that sound that you like, you get the bop into, you know what I'm saying? Is it like, do something pop up in your head like, man, I could hear this type of artist on it, or I could hear this type of artist, and then that help you lay the rest of it?
Yeah, I got a bunch of different beat making processes, and I say the one that's the most common for me to do is, number one, I do hear certain artists on tracks, but a lot of times I hear the whole beat in my head before I even make it. Like, I sample a lot, so I'm, you know, speak about my sampling process. If I hear a sample or a song that I can sample, I hear the sample, how the drums is laid, like how I want the beat to sound in my head already. Then I just go and just write it. It's like kind of thinking of your rap, then you write it down, you know what I'm saying? It's the same way, you know, with beats. And sometimes at that point, I may not hear somebody in specific on it. But then by the time it's done, I'm like, oh, I could hear such and such on here, or I could do this, I think this is something decent for me, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, and really the process is real simple, man. I sample dig, click through samples on YouTube, find a sample I like, cut that part up, figure out like the type of tempo I want it to be, you know what I'm saying, the type of feel I'm looking for, and either at that point I decide whether I want to put drums on it or just leave it as the sound that it already is, that kind of just, you know, raw as is type sound, you know what I'm saying? And shoot, loop it up, make it long enough to make a song to, and that's it. Real short process, like nothing really too intricate, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, in terms of the thought to the end product of the song, that may take anywhere from a day to months, you know what I'm saying? You never know, but.
Now, I see you use social media to your advantage. You feel me? You take the process of making these beats and you do it on Instagram and on Twitter, and you post them. I'm assuming that help artists come to you. You know what I'm saying? Instead of you having to go to the artist.
Yeah, exactly. That's I like that's. It's like a digital business card. You know what I'm saying? Like if now you, as an artist who's looking for any type of beats, like with me personally, now you no longer gotta ask like, or necessarily gotta ask like, what type of beats you make, what type of beats you got, bro. It's like, nah, it's right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's not to put me in a box and say those are the only type of beats that I make, but for the most part, the majority of the beats I enjoy most making, and I feel like I excel the most at, like they all right here, bro. Like, and that's why I always post and, you know, make these different videos, even try to change up the sounds in these videos just so people can have just, you know, it's like the candy store, you know, you pick, put it in your cart, like those are the type of tracks you want, I got them right here, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if this is a specific one that you want, if nobody else has it, it's right here for you, you know what I'm saying? It's like the store, window shopping, you know?
Now, a lot of people say you should focus on one thing. You feel me? Once you start focusing on multiple things, you kind of stretch yourself thin. You know what I'm saying? With you being a producer and a rapper, do either one make the other one easier for you?
Yeah, hell yeah, definitely, hell yeah, fuck yeah, yeah. I mean, shit, it's just like being a producer that can make any sound, like the modern hip hop sound, the jazz, hip hop, R&B, like literally anything, any mode I'm in as an artist or anything that inspire me, I could be like, I appreciate that inspiration. Now I'm finna make something based off of how you inspired me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna bite you, but because I'm so well versed in how, you know, I make these joints, it make it easier for me to just be that much more diverse of an artist. And I also think like the thing with like wearing too many hats at one time, I think that kind of more so apply to like when you trying to learn, like when you trying to, because, you know, of course, you know, you can't really put your all efforts into learning one thing if you're trying to learn multiple things at once. Shit, with me, I'm nice with the raps and the production, you know, and maybe some years back, like, I think that could have been like, not even a valid sentiment, but a sentiment for me, like, man, all right, maybe you should focus on one thing. But once you get all right at both of them, like you said, it's an advantage to either or, now that you know, actually skilled at both of them. You ain't got to work on your pen game. You ain't got to work on how to mix your drums and, you know, make your samples and everything sound good together, because, you know, I kind of already got an idea of those processes, however I want to approach them, you know what I'm saying?
What would you say has been like that wow moment for you? Whether it's been somebody random hopping in your DM or a retweet or a like what's been that wow moment for you?
Yeah, I think it's always a wow moment for me whenever I get a share or a retweet or interaction or something that I wasn't necessarily expecting. Simply because that's never really my aim. They ain't never, like, I never, you know, go into creating any piece of content that I'm about to post on social media with the idea like I'm trying to reach this person. I mean, okay, well, let me take that back. I have before, but it's specifically outlined in my caption. You know, like most of the time I'm just posting to reach new people. That's it. Like whoever it is, a new, you know, new artist, a producer I'm a fan of, a rapper I like, new independent rappers, new fans, new women who just like good music, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's always my goal, is just new people. So when I do, you know, get them type of interactions or, you know, somebody who I wasn't expecting, it's definitely motivation for sure. Cause I'm like, all right, if they seen it and they liked it and interact with it based on the level of professionalism they are in the music business, then I know I'm doing something right. You know what I'm saying? Like I know my shit ain't huff. You feel me? Like I know I ain't gotta work no more to up the quality of the craft. I just gotta work to reach who it need to get to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Now a lot of artists, they struggle to make money off their music.
Yeah.
Now I done sat with a lot of people in a lot of interviews, and I'm learning a million ways to make money off your music.
Yeah.
Now you in particular, you linked with Swisher, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How did you create that connection with the Swisher brand?
Man, well, ultimately they have a agency that they partner with that handles like their content creators and forms of content creation, and that's how I ended up getting tapped in with them. You know, maybe like last year, it was always a thing with me. Like before last year, that I would never really like post. You know, I'm a fresh ass nigga, man. I like to get fresh. But you know, I never would really post these outfits and stuff that I was putting on. So when I went on a spree of just posting, you know, different outfits and just different, you know, different pieces of beat video, you know, all that stuff. Like, the agency tapped in and, you know, was saying like how they like the mixture of content that I would be putting out. So, you know, just being relatable to the culture, you know what I'm saying, reaching, you know, different crowds and stuff like that. Because when they emailed me, ultimately, when they reached out for the Swisher Content Creator Partnership, I thought it was just like some spam, you know, like some, you know, I said, well, another one of these, you know, found your email on Instagram as, you know what I'm saying. But no, it was an actual personalized message, you know what I'm saying. And, you know, that's when, you know, she told me, you know, basically, I like your style, nigga. Like, we trying to do some work with you. And ultimately, that's what it is, a content creator partnership. So whenever they have different sets of content that they want created or, you know, marketed to a specific crowd, you know, they'll reach out to me, they'll give me the set, give me a price offer, and, you know, get it knocked out, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, making money off your likeness, bro.
Yeah.
That probably got to be like the best feeling in the world, because it's like I'm literally just being myself, and people want to pay me for that shit.
And that's the first time. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. How a lot of like, you know, independent brands, and let me not say independent, just but I have a lot of brands, you know, friends or even people that I don't know that would always reach out like, man, I like the outfits and stuff you post, bro. I like the videos, man. Here, like, take a T-shirt, do a video for me, woo. But it had never been from a company or a corporation that was offering actual dough. So that was my first time, you know what I'm saying, you know, being offered a partnership with a company that's, you know, paying money and product versus, you know, just product. And I appreciate just product endorsements, like, you know, nothing against that, but yeah, Swisher, they up in the check, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, shout out Swisher Sweets. I'm gonna keep it going as long as I can, you know what I'm saying?
Man, once again, that also has to make the process a little bit easy, because I'm assuming it take a little bit burden off your shoulders, where you're like, okay, I was doing 10 different things to get some bread, now I could take that down to 3, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And, you know, it's like, shoot, now, you feel me, like an addition now. So it's like, I could look at it that same way, but I could also look at it like, all right, damn, now I was only doing 3 things to get some bread. Now I got 4. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's exactly how it's been, you know what I'm saying? With anything that I'm able to do relating to my, you know, inspired career and being paid for it, you know what I'm saying?